midnight. I want access to that crystal ball drop, but I don't want to brave the it's too cold.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do both. I love the cozy, stay at home, have a big fire, have lots of really expensive champagne. Oh, please, seconds. No problem with the good champagne. But I like going out too, but honestly in Los Angeles it's kind of dangerous for us to be on the road.
Yeah.
They've got all these, police traps and they giving out citations. It's a little crazy, but
I love that that's why it's dangerous. Because you might get caught.
oh, that's all. The drinking is no problem, but the getting caught. And there's so many crazy. There's a whole pageant of crazy happening in West Hollywood.
Oh, West Hollywood's
all
nuts.
kinds of wonder. I mean, it's a
nuts.
blast, but it's real. There's something really charming about being with the people that you love at midnight, and especially if you feel a little nostalgic. You're somewhere else. You're on a great trip. You're at a wonderful party, but you're not with your family and your closies. And so I'm torn. I feel like wherever I end up, unless I'm at home, I'm missing someone. So there's because it's nostalgic when you hit that 12. Start calling her "Love You Man." It's 12:02. Where are you?
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, it's all covered. It's exterior. Don't buy it.
Okay, on a more general note, where is your dream vacation spot?
Egypt. It's easy.
Oh my God, that's a tough one. There's a bunch of places. I used to travel a lot when I was a kid because my dad traveled all over Europe and he'd take me with him during the summer. And he'd be working, so he'd just give me some cash and let me free. It was really, really cool. Because I was a kid, but you're in Europe, they're kind of like, there's kids all over the place.
Yeah.
So you kind of expect you to be more mature there. So I kind of, spent a lot of my young adulthood in Europe. There's a lot of places that I'd like to go back to now that I'm an adult and can like to revisit it. But I really want to, I did a really awesome 2.5-month backpacking tour of England, Scotland, and Wales when I was 18. And I'd really like to repeat that at some point in my life because that was one of the most beautiful periods of my existence. This time with my boyfriend Joshua, who has never been overseas. Yeah.
You can fix that.
Neither has Dolly. We could make it a business. I was going to say you were left in the hotel. Did you like to do drawings? Were you on the top? No. Tati was out.
I got 3 places. I've had the chance to. I spent a lot of time in Sydney, Australia, when I was working on the Power Rangers, and I got to go out there and spend like 3 months there. And I love Australia. It's the only other place on the planet I would live other than the United States. It's great people. It's wonderful. I love Rome. I've been there, so I'd love to go back there. But really, the favorite, the most kind of out of the way, I got to go to Tahiti and go scuba diving in Bora Bora. And I'd really like to go back there. It is just gorgeous, beautiful. People are wonderful there. The water you could see forever. I mean, the sharks around us, that was a little much. But they were friendly sharks. They didn't bite us. But it's this great feel. They speak French there, so it's got a.
The sharks speak French?
Yes.
Fluent.
Les gens laissent
They couldn't live in Paris anymore.
The French would not have it.
No.
We don't need sharks.
It's like very friendly. It's really lovely, but it's just beautiful. And when you're approaching it by boat, it looks like Austin Powers, Dr. Evil's Island.
I would like to go to Bali someday. I would like to go to Bali, and I'd like to live there for a while, a long while. I would. I think it'd be amazing. Bali. So what'd you do over your summer vacation? I was in Bali. Bali. That's all.
I have a list. I love to travel, you guys. I travel a lot because I love to travel. On my list is Tahiti. I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. My dad worked on a cruise ship and he said that was his favorite.
Papeete sucks, but the rest of the islands are great.
So Tahiti, Japan.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? Japan. I want to go to Japan so bad. Amsterdam. I've never been to Amsterdam. Amsterdam. Not for that reason. I want to go see the Anne Frank house. And then let's see what else. Oh, I want to go back to Paris because I love Paris. And then I want to go back to Spain to see my family, and also because there's a section of Spain called the Basque Country.
Ooh, food's good.
I've never been allowed to go there because I'm Galician and they fight. So my dad always refused to let us go to the Basque Country. And there's like a Guggenheim there, and they speak a crazy language, and so I want to go to the Basque Country.
Did you know Basque, the language, is the oldest surviving language on the planet that is still spoken
And
by
it's
human
Celtic.
beings? Yes.
Really?
It is fantastic.
They don't speak Spanish.
I want to hear that.
Yeah. me
It's
too.
really
weird
weird.
sounding. It's
We
weird
should
sounding.
Google. Somebody
When
Google.
you see their soccer jerseys, like they have like 3 X's in their name, and it's like it's really
Are they hot?
yeah.
Soccer players.
Where are you? Where are you going?
I'd like to go to Kyoto in Japan. The place, it was like, it used to be called Choshu, but where my family is descended from. And I think that would be really interesting to just get in touch with my roots and stuff like that.
My girlfriend insisted that I ask this question in Anime Next, and I think I possibly asked you this question in Anime Next. If you were a type of cheese, what cheese would you be?
Me? Cheese?
Type of
Cheese.
If you were a type of cheese, what type of cheese would you be?
So good.
Are we?
That is so cheesy.
Are we starting with Wendy?
Stating the
Wherever
obvious.
you'd like to start.
Well, you know, I would be a little soy cheese. Be some little non-dairy, cheesy cheese. Cheese. God, stop it.
I guess it depends on who's eating me. It's like, if it was just some guy, not cheddar, whatever. But it's like Travis Willingham, Gorgonzola. It doesn't sound like it's going to be much fun for me either way, so I'll just, whatever, buyer beware. I'll let them pick.
Yeah, I could fall off the wagon for a little of that gorgonzola.
What's happening to us?
This is just a 1 a.m. panel?
I'm about to answer a cheese question. I was gonna say Velveeta because I thought it was funny. No, Asiago.
Why
Because it's got flavor. It's savory. It's
Subtle.
spicy. It's subtle.
And he
sounds
just likes
cool.
saying the word
And it
Asiago.
sounds cool. Yeah, I like saying Asiago.
Asiago also sounds like a Disney villain.
Which I'd love to play.
So I grew up in Texas. Because I don't know if I've told you today, but I grew up in Texas.
Fascinating.
Queso has been a massive, queso in Spanish means cheese. But if you go to a Tex-Mex restaurant in Texas, especially, like there's Baja Mexican food, there's Texas Mexican, Tex-Mex, and I would be queso. It's like a cheesy dippy sauce that you eat with tortilla chips. That's amazing, and it's not like one of those things that comes out of like the Tostitos jar that's like cheese and
Hey, New
spicy.
York City?
Yeah. Right? No, like I want somebody's abuela to make that for me, and I want to eat it at their house with homemade tortillas. I would be queso. Queso. I'm a cheese dip.
Insert witty comment here.
What would I be? Oh, I know what I'd be.
Too rich for me, I
I'm
get it.
restraining.
I would be a Stilton with blueberries.
Ooh,
Wow.
well played, lady.
Because it's sweet, but it can also kick you in the face. And you can only eat about this much of it, which, like my voice, you can only take this much of it.
Aww.
No, it's okay. I wasn't going for that. And I like it. Have you ever had a Stilton? I miss that stuff.
I think that was a really good answer, though.
Thank you.
You miss it.
Oh, I know. I know. I can imagine. Does it get easier? Please tell me it gets easier. Okay.
I'm here to tell you it gets easier.
Okay, good. Thank you, Reggie.
I'd be cheese from Foster's. Anyone watch Foster's?
Yes.
I'm pretty cheese.
Oh my.
Please, for the love of God, no more food questions. We're starving.
I'm really hungry.
I had one more, but I'll hold off on it.
We'll rotate that one.
You've been given a $500 gift certificate at your local mall. What's your first purchase? And they're all going to say, "Oh, we're going to the food court."
Chick-fil-A.
I'm a massive bargain queen. It's like a drug. That gets me high to get a great deal. So I'd just be like going for the Hitler sale. So I would want stuff that would have been twice as expensive, but for only $500. Like that.
That's my answer too. I'm not a big. There's like 2 shops in a mall that's near my house. There's like a Neiman Marcus Last Call, which is where you can get like really cool stuff for cheap. Occasionally it fits, or because it's last call, so you're like, oh, this is awesome. Oh, that's this one sleeve comes up here and one sleeve. That's why it was on the rack. So I like that, but there's also like a Saks Fifth Avenue, and I would probably buy scarves, to be perfectly honest with you, because I love scarves, and that's why I love this time of year. I'm mad for scarves. I have a collection of them at home, and that would probably be what I buy. Sounds weird.
Sounds sophisticated.
I'll stop.
I want to say that I'd go get some clothes because I want to be practical, but I'd probably withdraw $300 from my bank account, take that to the Mac store, and buy an iPad.
There you go.
There you go.
I've been debating for a moment, and there's this amazing pair of Fry knee-high boots that I was just talking about earlier that I'm in love with. Thank you. I appreciate that. There is also this ring at Tiffany's that I've been lusting after for like a year. And then there's also this bag at the Michael Kors store that is amazing. It is a bowling bag. I've wanted one forever. It's so pretty. It's so cute. I would also like to...
It's only $500.
I can't handle this pressure!
Are you taking their gift certificates?
Yeah, you're taking all their certificates.
My dear, he said $500, not 500 bucks in the imaginary ability to turn off all the security cameras. Like, that's mine.
Oh my gosh. There's no way that... this is the last one, I swear. And then there's this amazing ostrich feather coat at Carolina Herrera that is like self-sacrifice. Let's do this. Just give me the coat. Like, oh my God, so pretty, so pretty, so pretty.
Trina, make me a promise one day for Halloween that you dress as Cruella de Vil. I know you have everything you need in your closet already. Please, God.
I don't think that it is cruel. I think it's awesome. I think that those animals want to make me prettier.
There you go. That's how she's already finding the
I have no problem.
Start throwing water too.
Getting like, no.
What happened?
If you were given a $500 gift certificate for your local mall, what would your first purchase be?
Local mall?
Whatever mall.
Okay. Did you already answer this?
No.
You go first.
I'm such a nerd. I'd go for like the nearest toy shop in the area and get like a bunch of Transformers.
Or you could even go and get a vintage Megatron.
Not at my local.
Not at your local
mall.
mall.
They're not that cool.
Huh. And so I'm supposed to think of myself and not like things I like need, things I want.
Whatever you want.
I would find the salon there and spend it all on massages and exquisite things being done to moi for relaxation purposes. Not like that. The mall people.
All right, this always turns out to be a crowd favorite because there are always interesting stories that go along with this question. What was your first car?
I actually told this story earlier. I've never been asked it. Just yesterday it came up. I was asking everybody, how much do people make for babysitting an hour now? It's like $10 an hour, right? Wow. It's better than a working wage. Okay? I worked for $1 back in the day.